Well, thank you, Prime Minister. Thank you, Minister. It's great to be here today. As you know, I announced that I was leaving politics to pursue a career in the private sector, but the opportunity to serve as the chair of the Climate Change Authority means that I'm able to continue providing public service. The Climate Change Authority has an important role to play in providing independent advice to the government of the day based on facts, science, evidence, engineering and economics. And I intend to follow that tradition and continue to carry myself as I did as the New South Wales Energy and Environment Minister, as the Treasurer of New South Wales, who oversaw a $115 billion budget. And that's to take a pragmatic approach to ensuring that we deliver for families, we deliver for our economy, but we protect the environment and build bipartisan consensus where possible. This is not about ideology, this is about outcomes. And the experts tell us, and I agree with them, that if we get this transition right, we can not only put downward pressure on electricity bills for families and businesses right across the country, but we can protect our environment and make our economy even stronger and more prosperous for everyone forever.
I have a question. Hang on one tick. Well, Paul and Phil. There.
For Mr. Kean, ending the climate wars requires bipartisanship. Does Peter Dutton's nuclear policy threaten that and harm investment in the renewable transition?
Look, I'm taking on this role to be the independent chair of the Climate Change Authority of Australia. My role is to bring my expertise and experience to provide independent advice to the government of the day, whoever that should be, based on facts, based on science, based on economics and engineering, to make sure that we not only meet the challenges that we're going to face in doing this transition, but we grab all the opportunities that are coming with it. We have an opportunity to become a stronger and even more prosperous nation. We have an opportunity to deliver families some of the cheapest electricity bills anywhere in the world, but we've got to get it right. This is too important to leave to chance. We need policies based on facts and evidence, and that's what I intend to be advising the government.
What's your
Phil, hang on. No, Paul, no. Phil.
You're probably asking in a purely technologically agnostic sense. Do you think nuclear power can play a role in achieving net zero emissions, or has a role to play?
Well, I can only talk about the role that I saw at play as the New South Wales Energy Minister. In 2019, when I was appointed as the Energy Minister by Gladys Berejiklian, I was told the first day on the job that in the next decade, 4 of the state's coal-fired power stations would come to an end. And we needed a mechanism in place to replace that capacity. Now, we looked at all options, including nuclear. In fact, we looked at all options and made decisions based on economics and engineering. In fact, the advice that I received at the time, which was most compelling, was from the Chief Scientist of New South Wales, Professor Hugh Durrant-White. Professor Durrant-White is one of the few people in the country that's actually run a nuclear program. In fact, he was responsible for the British government's nuclear defence program. And his advice to me was that in order to bring nuclear into the system, it would take far too long and would be far too expensive for New South Wales. Now, I didn't want to bankrupt the state and I didn't want to put those huge costs onto families. That's why we introduced the Electricity Infrastructure Roadmap, which planned the transition to renewables backed up by firming and storage, because we know that was the cheapest option for New South Wales. It could be rolled out the quickest and deliver the future that we wanted.